So I just hit 200 subscribers. Hello, hi. If you're new here, my name is Nara. I am a full time assistant editor of social media and marketing, as well as a full time business management student, which I was just doing my coursework after work today and getting ready to go to bed when I realized I have hit 200 subscribers. And I had to record, I had to come on here and just say thank you guys so much for watching the things I make, for being here, for subscribing, for commenting, for liking. Every so often I get comments on, one of my videos about being unemployed or going back to school or getting like a new job but still going to school, and I hear from people that are going through pretty much the exact same things that I am slash was going through, and hearing like how much of an impact that I've had on some of you, and how hearing about, you know, my insecurities and my lack of stability and feelings of uncertainty in the last couple of years has, in retrospect, like hearing all of my opinions of that in retrospect and during that time has really helped a lot of you just feel okay with where you're at, feel like, that there is hope, that it's a reminder that things do get better. Um, and I just feel so honored that I can be that for people. And also, just a place for people to tune in and watch silly little videos about my dog, or if you're planning on going back to school and you found me through my check-in videos about being a student and working full time. I i i really don't have the words to describe like how honored and happy all of this makes me feel. I've had this YouTube channel for 9 years now. This November of 2026 will be year 10. And I've only just in the last like year and a half have really tried to do something with this channel. And I know everyone says it's like, oh, like I know 200 isn't that many, but it means a lot to me. It means so much to me. You guys don't understand. Like, the amount of positivity that I get on here, that I get of people messaging me on Instagram about my channel, which if you don't follow me at Near Studios on Instagram, I will be plugging myself. Sorry, not sorry. Um, I just, I feel so elated, so full of gratitude. I'm really lacking in the words to describe like how honored I feel to have you here watching me. Especially because, this time last year, I had just hit 100. And I remember thinking to myself, oh my God, I hit 100 subscribers. Like, I never even thought I would get out of the double digits, and now I'm in the triple digits. And to see that I've doubled in growth over the last year when it took me like, what, like 8 years to hit 100? Like, that is crazy. And I feel so honored. And everyone is on their own timeline, right? The common adage that comparison is the thief of joy, and I definitely have been a victim of comparison. I get imposter syndrome. I look at all my friends that are more successful than me. Not that they aren't or that they are, just, it's all success is subjective, and everyone is truly on their own timeline. And that is something that I have learned the hard way over and over and over again. But when I have moments like this, when I hit my 200 subscribers, I it just makes me feel secure in my timeline, and it makes me feel happy. Especially because I hit 200 like on the weekend of my 25th birthday, which was like a couple days ago. And I was telling all my friends when they were asking me, like, how does it feel to be 25? How do you feel? Because normally in years past, I get really bad birthday blues. And this year, I remember, I think the first person to ask me how I was feeling about turning 25 was my partner. And I had told him that honestly, I just feel 25. That was really the only way to describe it. I feel like in years past, I've always, especially when I was younger, I felt like I always felt older than I was. And then when I hit my early 20s, like when I got to 20 and, from then until now, I started to feel younger than I was. And I'm sure that has something to do with like regression, psychology, PTSD, like something like that. But I don't know. I've never really quite felt my age. I've always felt very out of place. Like I said, I've dealt with a lot of imposter syndrome and just feeling like I am but a bean in a room full of beanstalks and that I haven't quite sprouted and I haven't found my right little patch of grass to be planted into. And turning 25 this year, the last, however many months I've been at my current role and also in school, I can truly say that this is the first time in a long time that I have felt like I'm exactly where I need to be. And feeling that way, and then also hitting this milestone that means so much to me here on YouTube is just the best way to start off my 25th year of living, of existing, of the year 2026. And I know these types of videos are so corny, and I know, you see them all the time when it's, well, maybe not all the time, but I feel like I've definitely come across a bunch of like, I just hit 200, 300 subscribers. And back then, I did not appreciate what that meant. But like now that I have hit a milestone like this, I get it. And it's such a thrilling feeling to be like, all of the work I put in, like someone does care, someone is watching, someone cares about what I make. And as an artist, that means a lot to me. As a person, that means a lot to me. Because art comes, from within us. It comes from our experiences. It comes from our life. And yeah, I do consider, the videos I make art because I made them. I made them myself. That was from me, from my soul. Whether my soul decided I don't have the energy to think too much about this today and I'm just going to sort of throw paint at a canvas, metaphorically, or, I very intentionally planned out every step and I sketched out a rough sketch and then I put on primer and then I started with a base color coat and then I started building on top of it and then I finished it off with some sealer or whatever. I don't know, paint analogies. I'm watching Love Through a Prism right now, so oil paint is very much on my mind. If you know, you know. But yeah, I just wanted to say thank you so much. And also, while I'm here, I might as well confirm the posting schedule because last time I spoke to you guys, I was like, I don't know how often I'm going to post. I know now. So going forward for the foreseeable future, which is for me, up until the end of 2026, I try to do all my yearly pre-production at the end of each year. Right now, it's looking like the first video of the month will be a more personality vibes type video. So if you're here more so just to see, how I'm living my life, what the things I'm doing, whether that is going on a trip somewhere, doing some sort of experience activity, maybe something more low key, like, just taking a day to rest, or maybe even doing like a day in my life video or a week in my life video, something along those lines, very personality vlog adjacent videos. That will be the first video of each month. I'm looking at posting on like the first Monday or first Wednesday. I'm thinking Monday. I have Mondays written down, but if that changes, I'll let you guys know. And then the second video of the month is always going to be a monthly check-in for the month prior. The reason why I'm doing it like that is so that I have time in between finishing like a month and having like a couple of weeks to film and edit that video so that it can be somewhat good quality for you guys. And I'm not, last year I think I was a little more preoccupied with posting as much as I physically could. And this year, though I want to keep up a consistency, I want to make sure that I'm giving myself time in between posting things. I found I was getting really overwhelmed between school, YouTube, and work. So I'm making those adjustments this year for myself. So that's why, like, once a month, you're going to get these monthly check-ins. We'll do our quote of the month via the quote board up there, if you can see it. And then the other video of the month will be those more personality-based vlogs to give me a little more creative freedom, and also just because I have a lot of exciting things planned for myself this year that I would like to document for my own sake, and I like sharing said things. So, I might be going to a new city this year for the first time, visiting. I'm going to a wedding later this year, so that's going to be like another trip I'm going to be taking. I have a couple things coming up in the next couple months. Maybe like going to a very popular amusement park for a very specific nighttime event. Scooby-Doo, FanFest, night, Universal. I wonder what it could be. But yeah, I have a lot of those like fun things planned, so definitely stick around if any of that interests you. And if you're new, I would love if you could subscribe, so I know that you guys are interested in the things I'm posting and I'm not just boring the crap out of everyone. Thank you again so much for being here, giving me the time of day, especially to everyone who's commented. Like, I think reading people's comments about how what I make impacts them really just, in me, like, it just helps me like feel like what I'm making is what I should be making. I guess, if that makes sense. Like, it feels good when I make things for me, but then when you release them to the world, they're no longer yours, they become everyone else's. And so to see like that people are taking the things I'm making and it's really resonating with them, it means so much to me. So thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here. I'm going to keep saying it. I'm going to be so annoying. Thank you. Okay. But yeah, so that, just want to make sure that's clear that the posting schedule is twice a month. I'm thinking, because, some months have like more weeks than others, I'm thinking that it's going to be like the first Monday of every month and the third Monday of every month. So there will be some months where, the way the Mondays fall, you'll get your Monday video on the first week, and then we'll skip a week, and then you'll get another Monday video, but then we might go like 2 weeks without a video. That's just how the calendar falls. I'm not going to do bi-weekly because I do like those 2-week gaps. I need them. I'm planning. Again, I'm still in school. I still work a full-time job. I have a dog that I have to mother. So I'm trying out the schedule this year for my own sake. And that way you guys can expect consistency from me. And if for some reason I need to push a video by a week, having those built-in 2-week gaps, depending on like how the months are laying out, will allow for any small shifts and adjustments. But you should expect 2 videos a month. And I guess you can count this as video number 2 for January. The next video that I'm working on is going to be a sort of talk piece on burnout, being 25, hobbies in general. I'm calling it the hobbies video. That should be the next thing coming out. So if that sounds interesting, stay tuned. That should be out in a couple weeks. And then after that, you will see our first recap monthly check-in of the year. That'll be for the entire month of January. As filming this, it is still January, so I have not filmed that video yet. But just know that I am making progress on school, And I'm excited to share with you guys what I've been up to because I think the class I'm in right now is really interesting. So if you are a WGU student or thinking about going there, definitely stay tuned because I have some interesting things to say about the current class I'm in. And yeah, that's kind of everything. Again, I'm going to be so annoying and say it again. Thank you so much. I love you guys so, so much. And seriously, follow me on Instagram. If, I know I'm not posting here every week going forward. So if you want like more frequent updates about what is going on with videos, I post on my Instagram stories constantly about, updates to the channel. And if it's like a big thing, I'll post it on the community tab here. But if you really want to know what's up, Instagram at Narrow Studios, that is the best way to keep up to date with what is going on content wise with me personally. I mean, also my feed is just cute. I have a cute feed. What can I say? I'm a little scrapbooker on Instagram. I do my little Canva carousels. I eat every time. I got body tea. What can I say? Anyways, seriously, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you in the next one.